Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a malware traffic analysis on Trickbot. So some information about the lab we have is the LAN segment range, a .280/24, the domain name, catbomber.net, and the IP address of the domain controller, which is .8. The questions are pretty generic. What information is it basically trying to steal? What email password was leaked? And then finally getting some SHA-256 hashes of some malware files in the network traffic. So what is Trickbot before we get into this? So Trickbot is a type of malware that initially emerged around 2016. It primarily targets Windows machine, and over time it's evolved from being a simple banking Trojan to multi-purpose modular malware. So it's capable of stealing a variety of personal information. You can turn off and enable different features. It can spread within network, like laterally, and even deploy ransomware. So some known victims are Bank of America and Wells Fargo. And according to spyware.com, it's compromised over more than 140,000 machines. So this is a pretty common piece of malware. So let's go ahead and hop into the lab now. What I'm going to start off by doing is just by searching for DNS queries. I'm going to say DNS. So let's go ahead and look for a malicious domain name. A lot of this stuff is catbomber. This is legit. I already checked that. Catbomber. But eventually we find an onion link. So this comes back as malicious. It only has one hit. Nothing too interesting. I'm not going to really bother on showing it. But you can see the source address is 229. So let's go ahead and let's filter by 229. Let's do IP adder equals 10.5.28.229. This is all the traffic. Let's scroll to the top here. So we already see an ongoing TLS stream with this 5.1.81 client. Let's go ahead and open that IP address in VirusTotal. So this is interesting. It directly comes back as a Trickbot botnet command control center with a confidence level of 75%. So we know for a fact that this 229 address is compromised. Let's go ahead and go to details to see if it gives us anything too interesting. Bot networks, spyware, and malware, and there's no community responses. So let's go back to Wireshark. Now there's a couple of things we can do here. We can analyze this TLS traffic, which is probably not going to give us too much information right here. Yeah. So because it's encrypted, we can't really gain that much information about it. So let's go back to our previous query. And let's just kind of keep stepping through all this. So right after this TLS stream, we have a DNS query. So let's pop this IP address into VirusTotal to see if it comes back as anything. This IP comes back as clean. Let's go to community to see if they have anything to say about it. Trojans, IP was carrying out an SS brute force. So it could be malicious, but the actual detection labs didn't find anything. So let's go ahead and minus out of this. Let's keep going down. We can check it out. Just move this up. Okay. Let's keep going down. Here's that TLS stream. We're not going to really be able to pull that much information out of this. I would say this host was already under control of Trickbot at the time of this. 50, same thing. Keep going down. This is just a TLS stream. Fat TLS stream. Oh my god. Keep going down. Let's keep going down. Okay, we got some interesting stuff here. So we got a new IP address. So we got a 36.69. That's interesting. Okay, yeah. So let's pop this one in VirusTotal to see what we can find. Okay, this one's also coming back as malicious. Comes back as malicious websites. Community -1. All right, so let's pop back in Wireshark and let's kind of keep a closer eye on this traffic. Going down. We'll have to check this IP too. I'll do that in a second. So a post request. That is interesting because the hacker could be posting information from the host computer to the server. So let's follow this. Okay, this is interesting, right? So we see form data, bill info, card info. And it looks like it didn't find anything maybe. So maybe it was just trying to find information and post it back. So let's try to find all HTTP post requests. So let's just close out of this. And let's just do http.request.method == post all capital. So these are all the HTTP post requests that are happening. So let's go to the next one down here. Let's do follow. Let's do HTTP stream. And this one has something a little bit different, right? So this one actually has a username and password that Trickbot was able to pull. So this is the user's email and password. So let's close out of this. Also, something to keep in mind, something kind of interesting, is if you look to this URL where they're posting data, it looks like it has the actual host name of the computer. We're going to find the computer name data later down the line, but I thought I'd point this out. So let's close out of this. Let's go back to our previous query, and let's keep going down the line. So this is still that 229 address. Let's do follow HTTP stream. Again, it looks like it didn't capture anything. It tried to capture some data, maybe some source information. Oh, right here, open VPN passwords in config. So it didn't find anything there. So let's close out of that. Let's go back to our previous query. Let's go down another one, follow HTTP stream. Open SSH and private keys, close out of that. Follow HTTP stream. Okay, this is more interesting. So we have a process list that's dumping. So it's dumping all process lists and the configuration for the computer. So we can see this, the actual computer name, catbomb w7pc on catbomber.net. This is our IP address, right, that we found in Wireshark. And we even have the username, so Philip Gent. So that Philip Gent user is the user being compromised. Let's keep scrolling down to see if we can find anything. Local machine data. Okay. It enumerated some additional usernames here. So it also enumerated a Timothy Sizemore. We can assume that this is his computer, right? Because administrator, Kerber wrote, this stuff is for the DC, right? So we DC, probably administrator, Kerber wrote. This W10 is probably Timothy Sizemore, and then Philip Gent is this W7PC. So let's close out of that. And let's check out the last and final post request. So this one actually comes from the domain controller, so that's kind of scary. Let's do follow HTTP stream. Again, process list is enumerating process lists. It's pulling the information from the computer, right? Local machine data. These are the same usernames as before. Let's close out of that. And let's go back. So we can see that this Trickbot, it actually migrated to a different URL again. So let's go ahead and pop this in VirusTotal. This one also comes back as malicious. Trickbot command and control, so it is tag Trickbot. So let's go ahead and use all the information we gathered to answer the lab questions. So what's the IP address, hostname, and user count of the infected computer? We know 229 is infected with the catbomb W7PC name with the user account of Philip.gent. What other accounts and other Windows clients are affected? Timothy Sizemore, I would say, as well as the domain controller, is definitely affected. The infected email password is gentfast, that's what we found, and the two executable files were cursor.png and imgpaper.png, and those are the SHA-256 hashes. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing a couple more of these, so I'll see you guys in the next video.